Hey guys, trying to figure out some of this stuff that's happening here on TikTok. So there's a sound on TikTok that light skinned women could jump on and celebrate them being light skinned and still being in vogue. And a lot of other black women have taken a bit of a bad impression of this.
Some of y'all light-skinned black women and mixed black women under this sound right here are being everything our community says they hate about us with your whole chest. And I feel weird even saying y'all, because it's us, right? It's the women that look like me under this sound being colorist. The same ones that'll turn around and say, well, the dark-skinned girls were mean to me in high school because I was pretty and because I was light. Being light doesn't make you pretty, and thinking that it does makes you insufferable. Like, colorism is part of racism. I don't understand what's not clicking. You keep this up, we'll never get free. I'm gonna need you to get it together. Expeditiously.
If I see one more light-skinned woman get on the internet and say some shit like,
if we're talking about colorism, let's make sure we talk about how dark-skinned girls were mean to me when I was a kid.
we're never gonna be free, okay? We're never gonna be free. The worst part about being light-skinned is that I'm automatically associated with the rest of you stupid dummies. Like, all you have to do is leave Twitter and open Safari and Google, baby. Like, you're already here. You're already on the internet. You're so close. So close.
Boo, corny, tomato, tomato, tomato. It's funny as hell to me that, number one, all the girls under this sound look just like she do. Shout out to all the beautiful, secure, light-skinned women that didn't have to use this sound to make themselves feel better about themselves. But also, number two, this sound was created by a dark-skinned woman. This sound was a troll. And you fell for it. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato.
And this kind of gets me a little bit troubled. And here's the reason why. I think that people should be proud of, their attributes. I don't see anything wrong with an overweight woman or a woman who's a bit chubbier going on and saying, big and beautiful, I'm proud of it. I don't have an issue with a darker skinned woman going on and saying, hey, my melanin is popping. What I find weird is when a light skinned woman goes on and she's celebrating her light skin features, why would we put her down? Why would we turn it into she is now, being a proponent of colorism? It doesn't sit right with me. And the reason it doesn't sit right with me, it kind of puts one set of women as perpetual victims. And it puts another set of women as the new light-skinned Beckys. And they should not state the obvious that they are light-skinned. And they are happy with their light skin. And guess what? Some people may prefer them, some people may not. But why are we policing them from celebrating their complexion and their phenotype and their hair? I think that what it does, it perpetuates a divide. And this divide is not healthy. And, where I come from back in Jamaica, light-skinned folks, when I was growing up, tend to congregate together. And they live in a place that we call Uptown. And when you went to Uptown, this is when I was younger, there's a lot of light-skinned people there. And, as darker skinned people, you could see that, I wouldn't say segregation, but you could see that delineation. And later on, it's a bit changed because, it always ends up being the brightest people who get the resources end up in the upper middle class, right? And some do end up in upper class. And right now in Jamaica, you have dark-skinned people and light-skinned people living in the so-called uptown because it's always going to end up being a meritocracy after a while. But what I'm concerned about right here is we're preventing people from celebrating what they like about themselves. I think that that's a sad thing. And I'm very sad that people come out and do that. But guess what? I don't think all dark-skinned women are like that. I think a lot of dark-skinned women will see this and understand they're celebrating. But the loudest voices are normally the ones in opposition. And that's just how the internet is. Twitter is and TikTok and all of that stuff. But you know what I say to women, dark-skinned, light-skinned, that celebrate your beauty. And you should do that without feeling ashamed or being shamed for what you want. So let's celebrate both dark-skinned and light-skinned women, and let them be able to freely celebrate how they feel about themselves.